Welcome back to the Leon Edwards fan club. Today we'll be rating physiques of people with small calves, aka NBA players. You showed a lot of love for the UFC fighter physique videos, so I'm doing NBA because this one was second in demand. Please let me know what sports athletes you'd like me to rate their physiques next. A lot of you have been saying the NFL or American football or soccer / actual football. Just let me know which one you want to see next and leave a couple example athletes so I have more people to react to. And show some love for this Toronto Raptors OVO jersey. A lot of you have been asking what my favorite basketball team is, and it's the Toronto Raptors. Unfortunately, this won't be as in-depth as the UFC video because UFC fighters fight without their shirts on. You don't see very many basketball players playing without their shirts on, unless your name is J.R. Smith. And because UFC fighters get so lean for their sport, you see some crazy physiques there. Basketball players, they don't need to be that lean. And we're gonna jump right in with Bruce Brown Jr., former Denver Nugget champion, but now with the Indiana Pacers. The first thing you notice with this guy is insane shoulders. I mean, this guy's got delt veins, his delts are definitely capped, and these are some of the best shoulders I've ever seen. A common theme of this video will be shoulders because people don't realize for an aesthetic physique, you need to have that nice V taper, which is carried by the width and the waist. And a huge part of that width is the delts. If you have triceps and biceps that are more dominant in your physique than the delts are, you're naturally not gonna be as aesthetic. A key to aesthetic arms or an aesthetic V taper is your shoulders being more dominant or more developed than your triceps and biceps, and Bruce Brown has that dialed in. His abs are all right, not great, but not bad. You'll see with a lot of the athletes in this video, many of them don't have good abs. It's just not really an NBA basketball player kind of thing. Bruce Brown Jr. just shows if there's one muscle you should have dialed in, it's the shoulders. He's completely carried by it. Bruce Brown, just because of his shoulders, top tier physique. Next athlete is Kelly Oubre Jr. Very skinny, not gonna lie, a super good looking dude. He's got a very lean build, but he doesn't have like a muscular aesthetic athlete build. You can tell he's lean despite lack of muscle definition because of his jaw. He's got a pretty chiseled jaw. From what I can see of his abs, he also does have great abs, top tier abs compared to the other athletes on this tier list. In terms of aesthetic physiques, bodybuilders aren't even part of it, but skinny will be the lowest. Then you have like a lean or like a slim lean, and then you have that muscular athlete build. Or sometimes I just call it a muscular lean build. Kelly Oubre is the definition of slim lean. He's got a pretty narrow waist and great lats for his size. And not gonna lie, if there's something called an aesthetic neck, he's got it. Having a huge neck is so overrated. You should have a muscular neck, but not a massive neck to where you look like a bulky bodybuilder. Kelly Oubre used to have good tattoos, but now he went crazy overboard. It's like so much like black, really dark black ink on his skin. It was a lot better before he went crazy, but he has that slim, lean build dialed in. A lot of girls like this build, and it is very aesthetic. One thing you notice about aesthetic physiques, like Leon Edwards, for example, is that they don't have very much body hair on their body. And when you're talking about body hair on your body, the most important place to not have body hair is down there. And don't do what I did. I've gotten random razors before. I'd act like I was invincible, and then I'd shave down there, and I'd be cutting myself multiple times, and I'd just give up. Which is a huge reason I'm excited to announce that this video is brought to you by Manscaped.com, the global men's lifestyle brand that's disrupting the men's grooming market. Manscaped is trusted by more than 8 million men worldwide for their trimmers, liquid formulations, and premium boxers. And their Performance Package 4.0 is a game changer when it comes to creating the ultimate men's grooming and hygiene bundle. And what do you know? I've got it all. The main part of their product line is the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. Good luck clipping or cutting yourself with this because it's just not gonna happen. Their 4th generation electric trimmer features a cutting edge ceramic blade design to reduce grooming accidents and has a 4,000 LED spotlight for when you need a more precise shave. Although your balls might look like a punching bag, don't treat them like one. And here's the Lawnmower 4.0 in action. You can hear it working. I'm gonna shine the light. This is the light to make sure you don't cut yourself. And we've got these great blades here that help you groom but don't cut you. And what's great is it's waterproof, so you can do it in the shower so you don't have a mess and you still get rid of the mess downstairs. This Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer also features a smart cordless charging system and these LED lights on the front to show you how much juice you still have left. And you can tap the button on the front 3 times to initiate the travel lock feature. And if you thought that was good, the Performance 4.0 package also includes a weed whacker which gets rid of ear and nose hair. The Weed Whacker 2.0 uses a powerful 7,000 RPM motor with an improved steel blade system and upgraded cutting performance from their first generation weed whacker to better whack your weeds. The Weed Whacker 2.0 is cordless, rechargeable, has a battery with up to 45 minutes of runtime, and is created with proprietary technology which helps you reduce nicks, snags, and tugs in those delicate nose holes. Also included in the Performance Package 4.0 is 2 products I didn't know I really needed till I got them, which is this Crop Provider Ball Toner and this Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant. Manscaped even gives you 2 free gifts as part of the Performance Package 4.0, which are these anti-chafing boxers and this nice travel bag. Go to manscaped.com and get 20% off and free international shipping when you use code Coach Mario at checkout. That's 20% off plus free shipping when you use promo code Coach Mario at checkout. Nikola Jokic is next for this crazy fat to skinny fat transformation, and he'll be one of the nominees for the Softest Physique Award at the end of the video. Despite having a soft physique, it's very functional. There's a reason why when he shoots, it just like barely touches the rim, and it always goes in. I swear he has the softest touch, and his teammates also love that soft touch as well. That's why he gets so many assists, he shoots at a crazy high field goal percentage, so despite his physique not being aesthetic, it is very functional. But let's be honest, he'll need some muscle to be more aesthetic. I wonder how his game would be affected by an addition of muscle mass, but his physique made him an NBA champion and nominated for the Softest Physique Award. Giannis Antetokounmpo, first try by the way, crazy on point pronunciation by me. Gotta give myself a pat on the back. Just like Jokic had a crazy body transformation, but he went from skinny to a muscular, lean, athletic, aesthetic build. Giannis shows the power of athletic bodybuilding. What Giannis did was add muscle mass to optimize his strength to mass ratio. So when he added muscle, it actually improved his speed, vertical, power. It improved every aspect of his performance. So many athletes will gain muscle. Another example is MMA fighter Charles Oliveira, and then they just start performing better, because when you add muscle the right way, it improves all aspects of your performance and doesn't reduce your performance like adding bodybuilder muscle does. And if you want to do that for yourself, go to riostwins.com. That will show you the power of athletic bodybuilding to improve your performance and your looks. Giannis is up there with Bruce Brown for crazy shoulders. When you've got a delt vein, you know you're crazy. I've had a delt vein once in my life, and you just feel crazy confident in yourself. But it's not easy to get. You need a lot of time and discipline in the gym to get that delt vein. Giannis has abs sometimes. There's some pictures where I see he has crazy abs, and sometimes he just doesn't have any. It's weird with these NBA athletes. And his chest is decent, but he has no upper chest. Here's a clip of me when I was super lean, at my leanest ever. You can see I almost have a triangle shape at the top of my upper chest. If you don't have that triangle shelf at the top of your chest, that means you have an underdeveloped upper chest, which applies to Giannis. At least he has a chest, as we move on to LeBron James, who literally has zero chest. He's doing his best MMA impression with that lack of a chest. And what makes it even worse is of the pictures of his back, it doesn't look like it's that impressive either. He has great size in his arms, but he lacks the leanness. A lot of your arms is how lean you can get them, because if you can't see the horseshoe shape on your triceps, no one cares how big it is. No one cares how big your bicep is if it doesn't have a vein on it. Nobody cares how big your shoulders are if they're not capped. The arms must be lean for them to actually look good, and LeBron doesn't have any leanness in his arms. And being lean is also very important for your abs. His abs are just average. LeBron's physique is so overrated because he has so many tattoos, so he looks built and he has the size, and his tattoos cover up for the fact that he's just not lean. He was way more aesthetic in his younger OG Cleveland Cavalier days. He had a good upper chest and he had that slim lean, muscular lean hybrid build. Now he's just the size of a muscular lean, but he's not lean. LeBron James was a huge disappointment. Not near the top 5, unfortunately. But his teammate has a top tier physique, which is Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook has a massive neck. I find that muscular necks are good, but not massive necks. But massive necks are better than no neck, and Westbrook has a great neck. Russell Westbrook does have the best chest on here, but his left side of his chest, or our right side looking at him, is way overdeveloped than his other side of his chest. I suffer from the same thing. I find that having symmetrical chests are very hard unless your name is Leon Edwards. Westbrook doesn't have an upper chest. Going back to my point earlier, you need to have that triangle shelf at the top of your chest. He kind of has that Leon Edwards ab shape, and his abs are superb, as well as his biceps and triceps, but his shoulders are lacking a bit. And to have that aesthetic athlete build, like I was referencing earlier with Bruce Brown, your shoulders have to be more dominant than your biceps and triceps, and Westbrook's aren't. And now for my hometown team, Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks, who's competing with Nikola Jokic for the softest physique award at the end of this video. I swear, every summer we see a skinny Luka Doncic build, and then in the season he's just chunky again. I swear Luka Doncic is probably the least muscular guy on this video. Look at a picture of Luka Doncic and try and find any part of his body with any kind of muscle, you won't find any. But just like Jokic, great passer, great scorer, soft touch. So I guess it's this soft European thing that you don't build muscle, so you have a soft touch to help your team score more buckets. Doncic would benefit so much from a muscular build. So if Luka Doncic needs a coach, tell him to hit me up at Coach Mario Rios on Instagram. I'll go to the Mavericks arena right now to help you build muscle, bro. And the master presents himself to the student when the student is ready. So let me know when you're ready. Eric Bledsoe has really long arms, and that leads to a better shoulder aesthetic. And that's all Eric Bledsoe really has going for him, but this long arm build gives you a better shoulder aesthetic. And if there's one muscle on the entire body you want to have dialed in, it's the shoulders. Then you just get lean, so you have a cap delt and a narrow waist, and that's all it takes to look aesthetic. And these lanky basketball players know what's up, and they know that's facts. Jimmy Butler's one of the only vascular players in the NBA. When you see NBA players play most of the time, most of them don't have crazy veins, but Jimmy Butler does. And vascularity is very important for the aesthetics of a physique. And he's got a cap delt, and when your delts are better than your biceps and triceps or more dominant, your physique's just gonna look better. And to top it off, Jimmy Butler has great abs for an NBA player. Not great for a UFC fighter, great for an NBA player. Jaylen Brown gets the award for the best triceps in the solar system, which is good, but also hurts his physique at the same time. His biceps are good, his shoulders are also good, but his shoulders do not dominate the biceps and triceps, worsening his physique. Also, Jaylen Brown is very narrow, so his V-taper isn't crazy. It's not like a Leon Edwards V-taper. But hella good triceps, man. I'd like to see Jaylen Brown get really lean and see what his horseshoe looks like. That'd be pretty crazy. Also up for the softest physique award is Zion Williamson. He's really fat. It's that simple. This is what people think Zion Williamson looks like because he's 6'6", 285, when in reality he's just fat. His biceps look big because they're fat, which is his main strong point. His body also just can't handle the weight, which hurts his physique even more. That's like bodybuilder stuff where you build muscle, or in this case, you just add fatty weight to where it worsens your health. Come on, Zion, quit being a bulky bodybuilder. Just like LeBron, he was more aesthetic at a younger age. Neck used to be good, but now it's just far too big. Dwight Howard's up there because he's borderline 7 foot and has a great muscular lean physique. He had a really good lean build with the Lakers and kind of had more like a Michelin Man look in Orlando. But his prime Orlando days, he had great size, little to no vascularity and definition. But when we went to the Lakers and got a little bit leaner and a little bit skinnier, he did have cap delts, which were crazy. And he's borderline 7 foot, almost 300 pounds, and still had crazy abs. Huge props to Dwight Howard, definitely near the top of the list for NBA physiques. Ja Morant, one of the most explosive players in the NBA. He has a smaller version of the Kelly Oubre physique, which means he's more on the skinny side and not the slim, lean side. Tattoos make up for his physique because if he didn't have tattoos, we could see the definition of his physique and see the muscularity of his physique. I doubt he's that muscular and I doubt he'd have definition, but we wouldn't know, which gives him that slim model look. And not gonna lie, in terms of real world aesthetics, not bodybuilding aesthetics, that slim model look, the Kelly Oubre / Ja Morant look, is very aesthetic. And finishing up with the posture goat himself, Kawhi Leonard. I'm actually wearing a Kawhi Leonard jersey as part of this video. It's also the OVO jersey. I could probably sell this jersey for over $1,000, but I got this several years ago and I really like it, so I'm keeping the Posture Goats jersey. Plus he's the reason the Raptors got that chip, so all due respect, I'll keep your jersey, bro. His vascularity is very good, like Jimmy Butler. He's got dominant shoulders, really dominant shoulders. He's got that long arm look as well, which helps his shoulders. And his strongest part of his physique is his back. His posture is so good. His back is so strong. He has a concave shape in it, so his back is always retracted, emphasizing that V-taper. My brother Martin Rios, who also has a YouTube channel, goes over this so many times. He talks about how aesthetic Kawhi is and why it's important to improve your posture for your aesthetics, and Kawhi's the perfect example. This doesn't look muscular and strong. This looks muscular and strong and emphasizes the V-taper. Kawhi Leonard's up there in the running for the best NBA physique, but let's rank the top 5. Actually, before ranking the top 5, let's award the softest physique winner, which is Ben Simmons. I mean, it's Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic is the softest physique, not Ben Simmons. Softest person, on the other hand, that's different. Nikola Jokic's physique is very functional, which is why his soft physique is the best. Soft touches on the rim leads to great field goal percentage, great looks for his teammates, and just puts it in the pocket for him because the passes are so soft. Nikola Jokic, softest physique award winner. Congratulations. Definitely means more to him than his NBA Finals MVP trophy. Now ranking the top 5 best NBA physiques. Honorable mentions though, Jimmy Butler and Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre is not going to make the list because there's someone with a similar physique to him that made the top 5, which just pushes him out. If this certain athlete wasn't here, he'd make the top 5. And Jimmy Butler, great shoulders, just lacks a little bit of size in his physique. Number 5, Russell Westbrook. Chest, abs, arms are on point. He just misses a little bit of shoulder size and dominant shoulders to really lock in that athletic look. 4, Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's the reason Kelly Oubre didn't make the top 5. Giannis shows the power of athletic bodybuilding. He also has dominant shoulders, pretty good abs, and just an athletic, streamlined look, especially with his basketball jersey on. 3, Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown shows the power of dominant shoulders. He literally doesn't have any other part of his physique that's really that good except for his shoulders. But when you see him on the basketball court, you're like, damn, that guy's got crazy arms. He's got a crazy physique, all because of the dominance of the delts. Delt dominance should always be in your head after this video. That's what you should have learned. And 2 will be Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard, almost 7 foot, almost 300 pounds, yet he's very lean, has great abs. He's really athletic even for that height, so it shows how that muscle helps him on the court. And it's a great muscular build, especially for a tall guy who would struggle to put on muscle mass. And number 1 is pretty easy. It's Kawhi Leonard. He tapers on point because he's the posture GOAT. He's got strong mid traps, strong low traps, got a concave shape in his back, long arms, which gives him that more dominant delt look. His delts are also very built. Solid neck as well. Kawhi Leonard's got everything. And ultimately, Kawhi Leonard is the only NBA player that can compete with Leon Edwards for that aesthetic GOAT status. So congrats to Kawhi Leonard. You are the most aesthetic NBA physique. But after making this video, I clearly have seen that UFC fighters just have better physiques than NBA fighters. NBA players. Life's about fighting, my bad. So check out this video going over the best UFC physiques. Thank you guys for watching. See you soon.